All right, lovely ladies. Welcome to tonight's team call. It is Wednesday, March 28th. Can you guys believe we are like almost into April already? I feel like 2018 is just like flying by. It's crazy. But it is March 28th. I am Corey, your founder and CEO of Team Living Healthy and Fit. I'm super excited to have you on the call tonight and to talk about learning more about team cycle bonuses, what residual income looks like for your business, how to make that, how to make it grow, and what all the different terms mean. So I'm going to try to simplify this as much as possible so that you can build a solid foundation for your business to understand and wrap your head around the residual income side of things and why it's important for us to grow our team. Not only because it gives us more reach, right? It gives us the opportunity to inspire more lives if we have a larger team, but it also significantly helps our income. And while all of us are in this because we want to inspire and be the light for people and motivate them and be a friend and encouragement for them, we are also in this to create an income and financial freedom and freedom for ourselves. So it's important to have a solid foundation and understand the importance of reaching Emerald and higher ranks and what that really means for your business, okay? So I'm going to do a screen share because I do have a slideshow. And like I said before we started, if you have a question, don't be afraid to unmute yourself or to simply, hold on a second, or simply type it in the chat box so that I can go back and look at those, okay? Okay, so we're talking about understanding volume, how it helps grow your income, okay? So we're gonna talk about understanding a few terms first. So what is volume? There are actually two types, okay? So you guys have maybe seen in your back office the personal volume and the team volume, or heard me say something about volume, or on the leaderboard you see that they're the volume leader, the PV leader of the week, or different things like that, and you might be like, I'm not really sure what volume means. So there are two types. The first one is personal volume. So personal volume actually comes from any purchases that you make through your Beachbody account and any products that you sell to clients that are yours, okay? Does that make sense? That's personal things that you are either buying or selling. So for example, when you purchase your monthly Shakeology, you have 90 personal volume points, okay? Because Shakeology is worth 90 points. If you were to sell Shakeology to a customer, even though it's $130, it's still worth 90 PV. Okay, the team volume is the volume that is generated by your team. So for example, you girls, when you create personal volume, you generate team volume to our team, okay? And it comes from anybody that's below you on the team, okay? If you're all my personally sponsored coaches, so your volume goes to each person that is above you that signed up before you, okay? They don't necessarily have to be above you in rank. They don't have to necessarily be a diamond or above. They just have to have signed up before you. Does that make sense so far? That the team volume is your personal volume trickles up to the people who are above you on the team. Okay, that's why it's so important for us to sign our spouses up right away, because as we grow our team, that is going to trickle up to your spouse and you as well, giving you a double opportunity to grow your income. Okay, so far I'm gonna open this up a little bit here. So far, are we good? Thumbs up. Does that make sense? Yes. Okay, cool. Make sure there. Okay. Okay, so now that we understand what personal volume is versus team volume, we're going to go into what is a weak leg versus a strong leg. So that's a term that we use a lot in coaching. And can you guys see my cursor over here? Okay, perfect. So this would be me. We're going to use this as me as an example, okay? This would be, we'll say, my weak leg because it has only 4 coaches on it, okay? We'll say that that is my weak leg. We're going to say that this is my strong leg, which is my left leg, okay? Basically, what that means is my upline coach is up here, okay? And my strong leg is going to have any coaches that she adds on after I enroll, okay? So I'm not the only one growing this leg. It is me plus any coaches that she enrolls after me plus any coaches that they enroll. So this leg, if it has working coaches on it, is going to continue to grow, okay? Where my weak leg is going to be the leg that only I am adding coaches to, okay? Does that make sense? Okay. So if you don't know which leg you're on for me and that you don't see that when you go into your sponsorship drill down, ask me and I will tell you which leg is your strong and your weak, okay? That way you know. I believe, if I remember correctly, all of you are on my left leg, which would make your left leg your strong leg, okay? And your right leg will be your weak, okay? So the strong leg is defined as the leg that girls from our team and your coach are adding to. Your weak leg is the one that only you are adding to. Now, I want to point something out here, and I almost didn't use this graphic because I don't like the way that they have this set up. And the reason I don't like it is because Sophie is the personally sponsoring coach here, okay? She enrolled Darlene here. She also enrolled Ashley here and put Ashley on an inside leg. When you girls are putting preferred placement, only ever use left leg or right leg. Do not do first available. Do not do next in line. Do not do, I think, inside weak leg, inside, because what happens is you are leaving these people kind of to hang out and dry, okay? And I'm not going to go into that into a whole lot of detail because that's a lot more detailed than what we need to talk about right now. The important thing is for you to know that you're only ever setting preferred placement on your left leg and your right leg. And until you get a rhythm for this, don't be afraid to ask me, hey, I'm enrolling a new coach. Where should I put that? What would be the best placement? Because I want you guys to strategically place your coaches. I didn't have that. And so PJ is on my strong leg, which is not the smartest place for him to be. The smartest place for your spouse is to be on your weak leg. But I didn't have any guidance when I was doing this. And then by the time I understood what all of this meant, it was too late. And to cancel his account we would have lost a lot of money, okay? So don't be afraid to ask if you're not sure where to place someone, okay? So never use an inside weak leg or inside strong leg. And not everyone has a strong or weak leg. That would be a coach who maybe their upline is no longer working. So for me, that's kind of where I'm at. I don't really have like a said strong leg. I did when my upline was really building her business, but I don't have like a dominant leg anymore because she hasn't been working her business for a long time. Where you guys are going to have a dominant leg because I'm very actively building our team and adding coaches very regularly. Okay, so you will have a strong leg. But does that make sense? Or, for example, like this Ashley, because she was placed on an inside leg, she's probably not going to have a dominant leg because she's on the inside instead of being on the outside foundation. Okay? Okay, I hope that makes sense. Are we good so far? Yep. Okay, cool. Okay, so understanding team cycle bonus. This is what we're really talking about. This is why volume matters, is because it helps us to cycle. It gives us a bonus. That's what our residual income. It's not for making a direct sale and making commission, which if we were trying to build a 6-figure income or above on just sales and commission, we would have to hustle hardcore all the time, right? Where when we start growing our business and our team and impacting more people on a larger scale, that's when we start getting the team cycle bonuses, okay? So that's what we really want to wrap our heads around tonight and think about so that we can create that strong income for our business. So basically everyone has two legs. We just talked about that, left leg and right leg. Once there is 200 volume points on one leg and 100 on the other, typically the 200 points are going to come from your strong leg because that's generating more volume, right? And then the 100 points will come from your weak, but it just has to equal 300 points, 200 points on one leg and 100 on the other. You will earn a team cycle bonus, okay? So that would look like $14 per cycle or 16 or 18, depending on what rank you are at. We are going to get into the ranks here in just a second. But does that make sense that for every 300 points, 200 on one leg and 100 on the other, you would get a team cycle bonus? Okay. So unlocking your business. We do not start earning team cycle bonuses until we are an Emerald coach. That is why it is so important to unlock your business and get to Emerald and above. Okay. Emerald is a mindset. It's two coaches, you guys. So it's your spouse or your mom or dad or your best friend and one other person. Okay. Right here, Emerald. It's a mindset. You can do it. I promise that you can do it. And remember, we talked about a couple weeks ago, getting to the other statuses and advancing in rank is simply continuing to hit Emerald over and over and over again and teaching our coaches to do the same thing. Okay. It's you plus two. Okay. So when you become an Emerald coach, you earn $14 per cycle. So again, that's your 300 points. 200 from one leg and 100 from the other, that you would earn $14. It might not seem like a lot, but as your team grows, you guys, as an Emerald, you could earn $250 a week in team cycle bonuses. It's really unlikely that you're only going to be an Emerald earning that many cycle bonuses. It's more likely that you will get to that when you're higher in rank, but still an extra $250 a week of residual income. That's not you making sales. That's if you went on vacation, you still had that paycheck coming in because you've grown a strong foundation for your business. Okay. It becomes $16 when you're Ruby, which is this one here. And then it's $18 when you're Diamond and above. Okay. And there are caps as you go up in rank. It's not $250 every week. When you're Ruby, I don't remember exactly. I think it might be in one of my next slides what the cap is. I think for Diamond, it's like $1,000 a week. Okay, so the cap increases significantly as you start moving your business forward. Okay. Okay. So I know that we've seen this before and I've shared it in the team and we talked about it on a call not that long ago. But this income here, that was based on sales because they were just starting their business. This income here is because they have built a strong team of people who are showing up and helping other people, who are taking action. That's not 10 or 20 people, you guys. That's thousands of people on their team who are working to inspire and help others every single day. Okay. So this takes time to grow. And this is two coaches together. So it's a husband and wife. It's not one person, but still, this is what is possible when you reach Emerald, unlock your business, and start teaching your coaches to do the same and continue to move your business forward. This sort of income does not come from hitting Diamond and staying at Diamond. Okay. It comes from continuing to grow your team and inspire others to take that journey with you. Okay. So this slide here, we saw a couple weeks ago too. Remember we talked about this $700, almost $800 check, $600 of that was from Team Cycle bonus. Okay. So this is where the money really starts to move you forward and help you reach that financial freedom and helps you to maybe retire from that full-time job or really start putting a savings for yourself or travel or whatever the dreams are that you have for yourself. Okay. It's $200 here for sales. Okay, so can you see the difference on how that really gives you a lot more income and helps you to move to bigger goals that you've set for yourself? You also get a matching bonus. So for example, when our team cycles, when there are coaches on the team who cycle underneath me, and they're my personally sponsored coaches, I get 10% of that. I get a 10% bonus on top of my team cycle bonus. So that's what you see, this matching bonus down here. That's like $22 or something like that. Okay. So there's incentives for us to bring another person in with us to help spread our mission. It's this paying it forward. It's each one. Do you remember that video I shared in the group, I think a week ago? It's each one, teach one, right? If each one of us brings in one person every month and teaches that person to do the same every month, you guys, one coach every month. We should be aiming for more than that, but one coach every month. Look at how quickly not only would your business grow, but how quickly your reach to spread your mission to help others would grow. It's exponential. It's a huge impact, okay? So it's having the mindset that this is paying it forward, that we're doing a disservice by keeping this opportunity only to ourselves, or thinking that we can help on a bigger level just ourselves. You guys, a team can do so much more than just one person alone, okay? So it's bringing more people in with us to share that mission, to share the passion to create more health and wellness, not being perfectly fit, not being perfect with their nutrition, not being the perfect leader, because we all have bad times. We all have struggles in life. It's being a real person that's willing to show that, yes, I have failures. Yes, I have self-doubt. Yes, I have struggles, but I'm still showing up because I am working towards X, Y, and Z. Okay? To share that with others and let them know that it's possible for them too. So our next slide is, so once I'm emerald or above, how do I earn? So this just kind of shows you, so this is this person's strong leg, okay, which is producing, for this example, was 540 volume, okay, 540 points. This is their weak leg, okay, which is their right leg, and it only produced 200 points. So that person's going to cycle how many times? 2. Because there's only 100 and 100 available. See how they broke that down? So they took 200 and 100 from this side for one cycle. They took another 200 and another 100 from this side for the second cycle. So as an emerald, that was $28 that week. That then left 140 volume points in their bank. And that carries over, you guys. That keeps going with you every week. So once this hits 100 again, even if you didn't add any more volume points here, that would still be another cycle. Okay, does that make sense? That you get carryover volume. So whatever you don't use, it doesn't just flush away. The only way that this will flush and be gone is if you go inactive. If you are an emerald coach, they don't start adding volume points. You don't start accumulating this until you unlock your business as an emerald. Okay, so even if you've been a coach for a year and you've been at coach status, you don't get any of the volume that the team has been generating until you hit emerald. Okay, so the only way that that goes away, though, once you start accumulating that, is if you go inactive. It's not if you drop rank. Not that we want to drop rank, we want to move forward, but it's if you go inactive. Okay, all right.
Corey, I have a question while we're on this slide.
Yes.
Where do my personal volume points fall when we are adding up left side, right side at the end of each week?
Can you say that again?
The points that I earn for my own purchases,
yeah.
Will they fall left leg or right leg, or do I not get points for that when they come to team cycle bonusing?
Right. So because your points trickle up, your personal volume points, you're benefiting from them because you're growing your business and you're earning a commission on those points. but you're not personally getting a cycle off of that. It's from the coaches who are underneath you. Does that make sense?
Yes. So that brings me to another question.
Yes.
This month I purchased extra Shakeology because I want to get more flavors. I want to find out what I like, and I want to share with other people to get them interested in the product.
Yeah.
So on months that I'm purchasing extra things, would it be wise of me to purchase them through my husband's account so that I can then get those extra points myself?
Once you're Emerald, yes.
Okay.
Once you're Emerald, for sure. And something that this is a little off course a little bit, but to kind of piggyback off of that, when I have a person who is purchasing something, but they're not doing a challenge pack, or maybe I've already hit Success Club, my goal for the month. Typically, once I get myself to 10, I will start pushing them to PJ, to his account.
Okay.
Or if somebody is just purchasing, let's say, sample packets or just BOD and not a challenge pack, so there's no Success Club points from that, but there is volume, I will push it to his account as well. Because then not only is he earning commission off it, but I'm also going to earn a Team Cycle bonus off of it. Okay? So you get to double back. I'm earning off of the volume and I'm earning off of the commission. That's why it's so important to enroll your spouse as soon as you can. Okay? Because then you get to kind of piggyback off of it. Okay? So does this make sense? This is generated, you guys, by showing up and doing the 4 vital behaviors, right? Each one teach one. It's showing up, doing those 4 vital behaviors every day consistently. Not perfect, you guys. I think that some of us have been hung up on making them perfect, but it's just showing up and creating that time to work our business, whether it's 30 minutes and we have pockets of time, or that hour, just like we do with our nutrition and fitness, and then teaching our coaches to do the same. Okay. And like we've talked about before, you don't have to teach your coaches all on your own, especially if you're a brand new coach. Okay. We have new coach trainings. We have all of the tools and resources available for you to share with your coaches. You don't have to know everything to get started. I still don't know everything. I had to go back and refresh my memory on what exactly the definitions were, because I wanted to make sure I gave you girls I know it in my head, but I want to make sure that I'm teaching you correctly too. Okay. So don't be afraid to not know everything. Okay. The next one is each one teach one. So imagine the impact we can have of each one of us invites and inspires one person to enroll with us every month. And then we teach that person to do the same. And then they teach their coaches to do the same. And it becomes this domino effect, which takes us back to this. It's just the method of paying it forward, helping one person get results, get started on feeling healthy and confident, making that momentum in their business to help others be inspired, and then helping them teach another person every month to do the same. It will expand our reach to be that light, to make that shift in the world, to create more health and happiness. I think that we are making the last 4 or 5 years, and maybe it's just because I'm in health and wellness now, but I feel like there's a shift. I feel like people are starting to ask more questions about healthy options, about leading healthier lifestyles for their families, about alternatives to traditional meds and vaccinations and different things for their children. There's a shift that we're going back to some of the basics. And it's such a powerful time for us to embark on that and help people along the way, because there's so much information out there that it can be overwhelming, and then they kind of get paralyzed, right? So it's our job as a coach to let them know that we're here to help and that we can help guide them, okay? So that's all I have for tonight. Do I need to go back to any of the slides before I stop the screen share? Do any of you want to see? I can even put this up in the group if you would like, or the recording will be up too. But I would love to know if that makes sense. Do you feel more confused? Do you feel like that helped enlighten you a little bit? Yeah. Good. No questions? Okay, go ahead and unmute yourself, Dawn. I was going to say, it looks like you have a question. Here, I can unmute you. Go ahead.
Once you put somebody, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Once you put somebody on a leg, can you move them to another leg, or once they're there, that's where they're at?
Okay, so that's a perfect question. You have up to 48 hours to move them. Once they are there, though, they're there. There is no moving them after the 48 hours. And if for some reason you need to move them, I always say call right away and let Coach Relations know to get them moved immediately, because you just don't want that time to lapse. But it's always important before you enroll the coach to look at your downline. Consult with me or your personally sponsored coach. For any of our girls who are watching this and aren't my personally sponsored coach, ask to see what the preferred placement should be and then set it, then have them enroll. It's just easier. They can do it if you call right away, but it's just much easier, and you know that they're placed correctly if you do it before they enroll as a coach. But good, very good question. Yeah. Anybody else? Any other thoughts? No? We good? All right, cool. I'm going to stop the